Hi, my name's Julia, and this is my new YouTube channel. So I'll be covering tons of stuff on this channel. So from mostly true crime to book reviews and just anything in between. You'll see what's to come. But today I wanted to talk about an ongoing case that's happening right now. And let's get into it. The case I'll be telling you about today is Gloria Alvarado. So about some background on Gloria, she's 15 years old and she lives in Taylor, Michigan. She's a very bright, happy, social person, and she's incredibly smart. She has all A's in school, she's in the high school band, and she does cheerleading. So on the night of November 1st, 2020, all was well in the Alvarado house, just like normal. Gloria went to bed in her bedroom at around 9 p.m., and her father and mother, Tina and Ramon, went to sleep as well. Their bedroom is located right next to Gloria's. And they state that the entire night they didn't hear anything unusual. Next morning, Tina went to go wake up Gloria for school. Upon entering in Gloria's room, the bed was completely empty. The first thing she noticed was a huge draft in the room. The window, which is right above Gloria's bed, was completely wide open. The curtain was hanging off, and scariest of all, there's a huge slash in the window screen. Tina remembers the utter horror upon entering this scene. She remembers screaming to her 21-year-old son that Gloria's gone. She kept screaming this until eventually Ramon and her son and Tina herself had to force themselves to start looking for Gloria, who was missing. Upon no result, they had to call 911.
Emergency.
I just woke up and my 15-year-old daughter, her window's wide open, she's gone.
Also inside Gloria's room, which is something pretty important to know, is that straight out on her bed was a pillow, and on that pillow was her phone. Her phone, which her mother says that she kept attached to her hand. So the phone was left, and also the police noted that a few clothing items and a toothbrush were also gone as well. So it's a very odd mix of items. She has clothing and toothbrush gone, but her phone is still there. Take what you want with that, but I think that's very important to this case. So police began their investigation. Of course, anyone has in mind that a 15-year-old would typically be a runaway, but her mother, of course, denies this. But either way, the police had to look into this. One thing they did pick up on, however, was that the neighbor directly across the street had a security video. This is essential to the case, as we may know the next steps. So at around 1 a.m., a black car pulls up in front of the house. A man is seen getting out of the car, and he heads towards the trunk of the car, but then starts heading towards the house. Immediately, as this is so important, the video cut short. So I'm not entirely sure why the video cut short. I'm assuming because it's some sort of motion sensor. But either way, we're completely dumbfounded of what happens next and what happened to Gloria. Later on November 5th, the community had a candlelight vigil at a park just for Gloria. They shouted her name and they had an empowering message sent out that they just wanted Gloria back home. This was all the case has in updates as now, and I really just hate to think about this, that she could be out there somewhere in trouble and we don't know what to do, as that video was so essential to what would happen next. Let's talk about some theories next. So the first one is probably what you thought yourself. I hate to believe this, but it is something we have to consider, is that Gloria ran away with some sort of secret boyfriend or an older man or some sort of online groomer that manipulated her into getting into the car, and we don't know what happens next. It's that she just left her phone so she couldn't be tracked, took some essentials, if you would consider a toothbrush and some clothes essential, and just ran away with him, and we don't know what could happen to her next. The next theory is, of course, way more sinister, and one we hope really did not happen. It's that Gloria got abducted in the middle of the night and just simply snatched out of her window, and that the abductor simply took some things to make it look like she ran away, some essential stuff, and left her phone behind because, of course, abductor, and he doesn't want Gloria to get tracked. So I kind of believe this one because running away is so out of character for her, but also the first one makes a lot of sense as well because we're not sure what people hide behind closed doors. Gloria may have been keeping stuff from her parents, but of course she seems like a really genuine, honest person. At least that's what the vibe I got from her. So we're not too sure of what could happen. So these are all the updates I have now for this case, as it just happened a couple weeks ago, but I am putting this video out here to really get her name out, really get her pictures out. And I don't live anywhere near Michigan, but this hits close to home, and I really hope if you live anywhere, just please keep an eye out for her. So these are all the things I have so far on the Gloria Alvarado case. Thank you for listening, and thank you for taking the time to check out my new channel. And I want you to follow me on Instagram at onlypotter with 2 R's at the end, and just say hello or do whatever you want. Thank you so much for tuning in, and next week might have a true crime, might have a book review, not really too sure yet. As you can see, I'm a very big Harry Potter fan, so it would be fun if I could like show you guys Funko Pop collection or something like that. Of course, let me know what you think. Let me know how I can improve anything. So thank you so much for taking the time. Bye.